Hello, what's going on everybody? I just wanted to make a quick update for Yogventures to show you some developer progress that we've made this week. So the big thing you can see visually, obviously, is that there's trees out there. These are actual trees from our modeler. They look pretty spiffy. They're going to be a little different once they get textured, and we have some better way of generating them. Right now I'm just using a random noise generator. And we're going to want to make that happen with rules and things like that. But yeah, so there they are. Now, one of the interesting things we can do with them is toss a bomb at it. And boom, they start falling, see? Sorry about the frame rate there. So this is just the first step in getting these things to work. Obviously, they're not just going to fall and roll around. They're going to fall initially, and then hang out for a second or roll for a second, and then you're going to need to walk up to them and chop them, and then they'll break up into pieces that you can pick up and use as building blocks. So we'll need back faces on them so that they're not see-through. But yeah, that's the first big hurdle to getting trees out in the world is finished. So that's pretty cool. I made it so you don't clip through them right now, and the camera doesn't occlude with them so that they don't get in the way of everything. Little bit laggy, but it's a start. Lots of optimizations that can still be done that haven't been done yet. So then the other big thing that I've fixed is, if you remember the last time, there was a glitch when we were editing the terrain that was causing us to be able to see through the world. That is completely fixed now, and as a result, the building and deleting of chunks is about 20 to 30 times faster, depending on if you're on a corner or not. Even when you're on a corner, it's still well within a couple of milliseconds, which is great compared to where it was, which was more like 40 milliseconds, almost an entire frame cycle in order to generate a chunk, which is way too much. Now this is much closer to like 3 milliseconds per chunk regeneration, which should be very usable indeed. This is only the first part of the two-part optimization that I plan to do with the terrain and the block generation. This is the part that I'm going to have for pre-alpha. For alpha, we're going to have a new way of generating these blocks so that they won't have to be just blocks. And I'm not going to get into it too much now because, like I said, it's not a feature that I'm going to be able to get finished until alpha. But when it's finished, it will drastically change the way everything looks, because I have some really good ideas on how we're going to be able to do like smoothed blocks, and also obviously half blocks and quarter blocks and things like that, but also maybe even arbitrary meshes. Like I said, I'm not going to get too much into it right now, but it's some cool stuff that I'm working on for alpha. So for pre-alpha, we're going to have this blocky world with trees. The trees will be a little more randomized. We'll be able to harvest them and put them in our inventory, which brings me to the other thing I've been working on, is just the inventory. It's going to end up in this screen here. I don't have it quite working yet. In my next video, I should have it working, and we'll be able to take things from the inventory here and put it down in our equipment box down here, equipped items boxes down here, and then I'll be able to get rid of all these buttons and things that have been on the screen for now. That should happen by the end of this week, early next week at the latest, and I'll make a video when it's done. And then we'll be one step closer to getting pre-alpha out the door. So, yay! Progress. I'll talk to you all later.